Welcome, the Netherlands. Its people are the tallest in the world, yet they live in one of the lowest lying places on Earth. Though small in size, the Netherlands is a global powerhouse when it comes to agricultural exports. Dutch women are strong, smart, and independent, yet deeply connected to their families. These surprising opposites don't make the Netherlands strange, they make it one of the most unique and livable countries on the planet. And today, we're going to explore 15 mind-blowing facts about the Netherlands in this travel documentary. Number 15. The lowest country on Earth compared to sea level. Located right in the heart of Western Europe, the Netherlands enjoys a prime geographic location, serving as a gateway for trade and tourism to major countries like Germany, Belgium, and France, all just a few hours away by car or train. What's unique is that about a quarter of the country lies below sea level, with nearly 26% of its land and 21% of its population living in these low-lying areas. To deal with this extraordinary natural condition, the Dutch built one of the most advanced systems of sea dikes, canals, and drainage in the world, a feat of engineering so impressive that it's been recognized by UNESCO as a human-made wonder. Interestingly, while the Netherlands lacks towering mountains, it remains lush and green all year round, filled with trees and famous for its eco-friendly lifestyle. The people here are not only smart but also incredibly international. Dutch is the official language, but over 90% of the population speaks fluent English, consistently ranking among the top 3 English-speaking countries in the world where English isn't the native language. With a modest area of just 41,500 square kilometers and a population of 17.5 million, the Netherlands still manages to be the second largest agricultural exporter in the world, right after the US. From vibrant tulips to fresh vegetables and fruits, the Dutch make the most out of every square meter of land, showing off their incredible creativity, perseverance, and practicality. And that's not all. The Netherlands is full of quirky contrasts that might make you go, "Wait, what?" If you want to hear more, leave a comment with the number 2 below. Number 14. The largest and most advanced sea defense system on the planet. When you live in a country where more than a third of the land is below sea level, fear isn't an option. Instead of running away, the Dutch faced the challenge head-on and built one of the most advanced sea defense systems in the world, Delta Works. Often referred to as the 8th wonder of the modern world, these are not just giant walls. Delta Works is a complex network of bridges, storm surge barriers, and smart gates that automatically close when storms or high tides approach. One of the most impressive parts, the Maaslandkering, consists of 2 massive steel arms, each larger than the Eiffel Tower laid on its side. These enormous gates can transform like robots and block the sea in just minutes. And here's the wildest part. This massive structure is so big it can be seen from space. Today, Delta Works isn't just a national shield, it's a symbol of Dutch intelligence and resilience. Many of the dikes are integrated with highways, bridges, and even tourist spots. You can actually drive over the very sea walls that humans built to conquer nature. And the Dutch never rest on their achievements. They constantly upgrade, reinforce, and smartify their system to tackle new challenges like rising sea levels and climate change. Number 13. Some of the most beautiful and fascinating women in the world. Strolling through the streets of Amsterdam, you'll be struck by the women here. It's not just their height or graceful figure. Dutch women often have soft, light-colored hair, striking blue or gray eyes, and glowing fair skin. They carry the classic Northern European beauty that's both elegant and effortlessly simple. They don't need fancy outfits. Just a long coat, simple jeans, and a pair of classic leather boots are enough to create a uniquely refined look. But the most remarkable thing is their personality. Dutch women are strong and independent. They take charge of their lives, from work to relationships. They're direct, unafraid to share opinions, and value gender equality deeply. They're tall like supermodels, confident, and not shy about splitting the bill on dates. In fact, the split-the-bill culture is totally normal here. Even on the first date, both people happily pay for their own meals. This unique cultural trait makes Dutch women stand out to many foreigners. Want to know a few tips on how to win over a woman who's smart, independent, and irresistibly charming like that? Drop a comment with the number 8, and I'll give you the answer. Number 12. Coffee is a part of life. The Dutch are among the biggest coffee lovers in the world. On average, each person drinks up to 4 cups a day, placing the Netherlands consistently at the top of the global coffee consumption rankings. But the interesting part isn't just the quantity, it's the way they drink it. In the Netherlands, drinking coffee isn't just a habit, it's a social ritual. Every day around 10 a.m. or 3 p.m., the Dutch step away from their busy schedules to enjoy a hot cup of coffee together. This moment is called koffietijd, sacred coffee time. No one rushes, no one checks the clock. It's all about kindness, light, and genuine conversations. Something that reminds many older Americans of the good old days when neighbors would invite each other over for a morning cup of coffee. Although the Dutch are heavy coffee drinkers, their coffee culture is surprisingly simple. They prefer black coffee, strong, plain, no sugar, no fancy milk foam. And they don't drink it to wake up, they drink it to connect. When a Dutch person invites you over for coffee, it's not just an invitation, it's a sign of trust. It means you're part of their circle. Number 11. Super narrow houses in the Netherlands. One of the first things you'll notice in the Netherlands is the unique architecture. Tall, narrow houses with colorful facades and pointy roofs that look like they came straight out of a fairy tale. Ever wonder why they're built that way? Back in the 17th century, the Dutch found a clever way to save money on taxes, which were calculated based on the width of the house's frontage. So, they built narrow, deep houses, sometimes only 2 meters wide but stretching several floors high. Smart and space-efficient. One detail that often surprises and delights American visitors is the super steep and narrow staircases inside these homes. The first time you try climbing them, prepare to be stunned. The Dutch are not just creative on land, they're also known for their ability to live with water. In Amsterdam alone, there are over 2,500 legal houseboats, not tourist attractions but actual homes for thousands of people. These floating houses, built right along the canals or gently bobbing on the water, are a normal part of everyday Dutch life. Number 10. The country with the highest bicycle-to-person ratio in the world. With a population of about 17 million, the Netherlands has over 23 million bicycles. On average, every person owns at least 1, sometimes 2, bikes. From CEOs and students to politicians, everyone rides bikes to work, school, the market, or just for fun on the weekends. About 36% of Dutch people bike every day, and for them, it's not just convenient and affordable, it's a lifestyle and a symbol of their love for the environment. The country boasts 35,000 kilometers of dedicated bike lanes, carefully planned with proper parking areas, traffic signals, overpasses, and even tunnels, just for bikes. And here's something unique. Dutch traffic laws give priority to cyclists. Cars are expected to yield to bikes, safety always comes first. Here's a fun fact. If you're dating a Dutch girl, don't be surprised if her idea of a perfect date is just a casual bike ride along the canal, followed by coffee at a cozy little cafe. No fancy cars, no flashy gestures, because Dutch people value simplicity, practicality, and sustainability. Life in the capital city, Amsterdam. Did you know that Amsterdam, the capital of the Netherlands, has more canals than Venice? With over 165 canals, the city has been recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, and instead of driving cars, the police here drive boats to patrol the waters, even to chase down drunk people floating through the canals. It sounds bizarre, but it gets even better. Every year, around 15,000 bicycles fall into the canals, which has made bike fishing an actual job in the Netherlands. On sunny days or during festivals, Amsterdam transforms into a floating party. Hundreds of boats cruise the canals carrying music, food, laughter, and dancing, creating a romantic yet festive atmosphere in the heart of the city. At night, Amsterdam slows down, warm and peaceful. Locals don't go for wild parties. Instead, they gather in brown cafes, cozy old bars with warm yellow lights and wooden tables, where they sip beer and chat about everything from culture to politics in a laid-back and friendly setting. Looking for something more romantic? Try a night canal cruise. White wine, old Amsterdam stories, and shimmering lights reflecting off the water. It's heartbreakingly beautiful. And what about the younger crowd? They don't need nightclubs. They gather in parks by the canals or in the squares, singing, drinking beer, and talking late into the night. Free, spontaneous, and totally chill. Compared to the traditional charm of other Dutch cities, Amsterdam is open-minded and modern. That free-spirited vibe has made it a top destination for young people from all over the world to live and work, and some of the most magical tourist spots on Earth. If you're looking to escape the noisy pace of modern life, Giethoorn, a fairy tale village in the heart of the Netherlands, is the perfect choice. No roads, no cars, no honking, just clear canals and gentle boats floating past thatched roof houses covered in flowers. People live slowly and peacefully, carefully tending their boats and flower pots as if time itself forgot about this place. Giethoorn is not only peaceful, it's like a dream brought to life. Want something more historic but less crowded than Amsterdam? Visit Utrecht, the oldest city in the Netherlands, with over 2,000 years of history. Every street, bell tower, and canal here carries traces of the medieval past. It's not too loud, not too quiet. Utrecht offers a gentler, more reflective side of the Netherlands, filled with charm and nostalgia. Another iconic destination is Kinderdijk, home to 19 historic windmills, also recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Built in the 18th century, these windmills once pumped water to save the region from flooding. Today, you can walk or bike along the canals, step inside functioning windmills, and even talk to the millers who still live and work there. Living among the tallest people on Earth. The Netherlands may be the lowest country on Earth in terms of sea level, but it's home to some real-life giants. With an average height of about 6 feet for men and 5 feet 7 inches for women, the Dutch are the tallest people in the world. And believe it or not, this change happened in just about a century. 100 years ago, the Dutch weren't particularly tall. Many believe their secret lies in high-quality milk and a protein-rich diet. Because of their height, everything in the Netherlands is designed taller, from buses and trains to kitchen counters and public restrooms. American tourists, with a slightly shorter average height, often find themselves tiptoeing just to reach the kitchen shelf. Number 6. The Netherlands. Simple, straightforward, and full of fascinating contrasts. Here's one of the most interesting contrasts in Dutch culture. The people live incredibly simple and down-to-earth lives, yet they're willing to pay some of the highest taxes in Europe. They're not obsessed with luxury brands or the latest fashion trends. In fact, many prefer secondhand clothing, but that doesn't mean they're cheap. The Dutch believe in a minimalist, sustainable, and practical lifestyle. That's why you'll see them invest in high-quality essentials, a solid bicycle, a good coat, durable shoes, and gladly pay high taxes in exchange for one of the best healthcare, education, and public transportation systems in the world. Dutch people are friendly but also extremely direct. They'll give you honest feedback, even in public, not to criticize but because they see honesty as a form of respect. At work, don't be surprised if you see an employee openly challenge their boss in a meeting. Something rare even in highly democratic countries like the US. They love to debate and share their opinions. You'll hear conversations about politics, the environment, or philosophy just about anywhere. From cafes and dinner tables to late-night bars. And in those bars you'll see true Dutch style. Jeans, hoodies, dancing freely. No flash, no show-off. Nightlife here isn't just clubs, it includes outdoor movies, live music, and quiet cafes open late for those who prefer a peaceful vibe. Number 5. The green story from the land of windmills. When people think of the Netherlands, they often picture tree-lined streets, crystal-clear canals, and amazingly fresh air. But this beauty didn't happen by chance. It's the result of a deep-rooted green lifestyle the Dutch have built over decades. The Netherlands now recycles over 80% of its household waste, making this small country a global model of clean and green living. People here are highly aware of waste separation, reusing materials, and minimizing their impact on the environment. While many countries are still debating the green transition, the Dutch have already set clear goals. By 2030, all new cars sold must be electric or emission-free. They're building a future where technology, the environment, and everyday life go hand in hand. A country where kids can grow up, play, and breathe clean air right in the middle of the city. Number 4. The country's lively and unique festivals. If you had only one day to feel the spirit of the Netherlands, it should be April 27th, King's Day. It's the King's birthday and the most vibrant celebration of the year. The whole country dresses in orange, the color of the Royal House of Orange, as people flood the streets wearing orange clothes, painting their faces, dyeing their hair, and diving into one big national party. Music fills the air, from flea markets, parks, canals, boats, and even rooftops. Each year the Dutch drink millions of liters of beer in a single day. Because, as they say, we wait all year to go all out on just one day. The best part? The next morning, the whole country comes together to clean up. Everything spotless, as if the party never happened. It's freedom with discipline. Truly Dutch. Number 3, one of the happiest countries in the world. It's no coincidence that the Netherlands consistently ranks among the happiest countries on earth, and Dutch children are often rated the happiest in the world. From a young age, kids here are taught independence. Many walk to school by themselves as early as age 4. At the same time, strong family bonds are maintained, with family dinners being a cherished daily ritual. It's a beautiful balance of personal freedom and emotional connection. Adults too enjoy an ideal system: comprehensive social welfare, excellent healthcare, education, financial security, and retirement plans. After work, the Dutch prioritize family and personal life, biking, reading, or strolling in the park instead of working until burnout. They live in green cities, peaceful villages, and quiet canals, places where every day truly feels worth living. Crime rates are so low that many prisons have actually closed down, reflecting a society built on kindness and respect. Number 2, Dutch cuisine, as simple as its people. First-time visitors to the Netherlands might be surprised by how simple Dutch cuisine is. Not a lot of spices, no complicated techniques, but in that simplicity lies a clear reflection of the Dutch people's practical mindset. What food do they take the most pride in? Cheese. From traditional markets that have been around for centuries to world-famous wheels of Gouda and Edam, cheese is more than just food. It's a cultural icon. The Dutch eat cheese in their own unique way, in sandwiches or biting into a block like an apple. The average person eats over 37 pounds of cheese a year, and to many, a meal without cheese just isn't complete. Want a taste of Dutch sweetness? Try the stroopwafel. 2 thin waffles filled with gooey caramel. Locals eat it with style. Place it on top of a hot cup of tea to let the caramel melt, then enjoy it slowly. There's also stampot, a classic winter dish made with mashed potatoes mixed with greens like kale or carrots, served with smoked sausage. It's warm, hearty, and comforting, the ultimate Dutch comfort food. And lunch, even simpler. A sandwich, a few slices of cheese, some fruit, and a cup of coffee. The Dutch themselves admit that their food isn't fancy or bold, but it's pure, practical, and light, just like the people themselves. Number 1. Cost of living in the Netherlands, reasonable and manageable. If you're thinking about moving to the Netherlands for school, work, or retirement, here's something you'll want to know. Rental prices in the Netherlands are quite flexible. A small apartment in the city center typically costs $650 to $1,250 per month, while living in the quieter suburbs can cost as little as $400 to $780 per month. Basic utilities, electricity, water, heating, run around $85 to $150 a month. High-speed internet starts at $30 to $40 per month. A monthly public transport pass costs $70 to $85, but remember, this is the kingdom of bicycles, and you can easily get around by bike to save money, stay fit, and protect the planet. As for food, if you cook at home, expect to spend $200 to $300 per month on groceries. Occasional meals at casual restaurants are affordable too, just $10 to $15 per meal. Other expenses, gym membership $40 per month, household shopping $100 to $150 per month. Altogether, a single person living in a Dutch city center spends around $1,100 to $1,800 per month. But if you live outside the city or share a place, you can live comfortably on $800 to $1,100 per month. With these costs, would you choose to settle here? If yes, choose 1. If no, choose 0. Please share your answer in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.